Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be planning for September 2017 in my bullet journal. So I'm going to start off with the quote page. It says, "Light breeze, colored leaves, bare trees, it must be autumn," and I'm just tracing that out with a fine tip marker. So in this spread I experimented more with like the fonts and the decorations, so I really hope you guys like them. Now I'm just fixing the R in bare, and then I'm filling in the word autumn with a orange highlighter, sorry. So now for the decorations in this spread were mainly leaves and acorns, so you're gonna see a lot of them. And I actually don't know how to explain how I drew the leaves because each leaf is different from the other. You can see them on Pinterest or on Google, that's what I did. But you can also experiment and like create your own kind of leaf and show me them on Instagram, please, because I really need inspiration when it comes to those things. Drawing some acorns and then a couple of leaves. So I chose for September to be fall themed and not like back to school themed because yes, I do go back in September, but I'm pretty sure it's like middle or end of September. So I don't think like that I should base the whole thing about school. So I chose for it to be autumn. Now I'm coloring in the leaves, orange, red, and yellow. And then for this leaf I tried to have the edges brown and the middle orange. It didn't really work out, but I left it that way. I didn't really care. I don't really care when I'm like coloring in the decorations. It's like whatever, and on camera they don't look as like vibrant as they do on the notebook, so sorry about that. Blending it in a little bit, and that is it for the quote page. I'm just adding some shadow for the leaves and acorns. So now we're gonna move on to the cover page, which is like the most I've worked on a cover page ever. And this like month's setup as a whole is the most I've worked on, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave me some feedback in the comments. I found this picture on Google and I tried to like copy it. So it's a bare tree with falling leaves, a squirrel on the branches, and a wolf or fox, I don't know what that, I think it's a fox, sitting underneath. So like for the tree you just want to draw random branches, and what I noticed is that within each branch you have to like put some lines. Like as you can see here, I'm filling the whole thing with lines, and that makes it look more like rustic in my opinion, and like more fall-ish. So that's a tip for you. Now I'm drawing the little like dirt line thing. And now for the leaves. I actually didn't I drew each leaf multiple times until I got it to where I liked it. But you can choose like any kind of leaf design you would like. So I'm finishing up the leaves. This is the last one. Then I'm moving on to the little squirrel. I really don't know how to explain it. I tried to copy it. You can go ahead and like search for squirrel drawings or doodles, and maybe if you want you can like try the kawaii ones and have like a kawaii a fall spread, which I think it would be easier to draw because they're like cartoon characters, not like real illustrations, but you're free to do whatever you want. And then for the fox, on each of the lines I drew, I will go back in with like little hairs for like the fur that's on it to make it look more realistic. So on the ears, the face, everywhere, basically. Now I'm adding little stones, dirt, little acorns. I didn't want to show you guys that because you've seen me draw them many times. And now I'm just writing in September. I didn't like do any like cool font or anything here because I guess the picture is the main focus of the page. I'm coloring in the leaves, and then I will color in the tree with brown. And like the floor, not the ground, the earth, the dirt under the fox. And then for the squirrel, I made it like a light orange because I really didn't know what to color it in. And the fox, I know they might be brown or orange, but I just used a pencil and like faded it so it would be a light gray color. That's it for the cover page. Now we'll move on to the habit tracker. Oh no, I'm sorry. We still have the calendar first. I totally forgot about that. I'm using a like very cool font. This is the first time I'm trying it. I just typed in like cool fonts or sharp or fancy. I'm not sure which one I typed. But I definitely do recommend that you go on like Google, see the fonts, trace them out with pencil, and then go in with your fine liner because it like adds so much like pizzazz to your spread, in my opinion. But again, like for the people who can like do a super minimalistic spread, I'm a very big fan because I can never do that. I always feel like I have to add some details or something, but in the future I will try to have a minimalistic spread. So I just drew in the boxes. I think they were like 3 spaces down according to the notebook, and for the width of them they were 3 centimeters. And then I drew in a little leaf at the bottom. With this pen, it's like a fine liner. I don't know how to pronounce the brand. I'm going to write the days of the week and the dates. And 30. Now I'm gonna go in with the orange highlighter and add like shadows at the bottom right corner of all the boxes. I've seen this like on Instagram and Pinterest, and I really do like it. I colored the leaf in and parts of September with yellow, and now I'm moving on to the habit tracker. I had it titled for trackers because I had one for like my social media and one for my habits. Very simple title. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen like this title design floating around because I've seen it everywhere. A leaf and an acorn with some shadowing. And now with my ruler, my habit tracker is like a grid basically for the habits. I'm tracking 5 habits this month. Last month they were 8 and I just didn't like how it was because there were so many to track. So I just had the necessary things. I'll explain more about them when I draw the icons. So, okay, we finished that. Now, with a neon orange fine liner, I'm writing in the dates. And now we're gonna move on to the icons. So the first one is for fitness, which is hula hooping, the second and third for my morning and night cream, and then one for making my bed, and the last one is for studying. The studying one isn't going to be filled out all the way because I don't start school from the beginning of the month. And then I'm using a little bit of yellow to add some more dimension for the trackers title. Now for my social media trackers, I drew in a rectangle and then added the YouTube icon and the Instagram icon. I didn't color them in this time because I didn't want to. And now for the arrows, I made them orange, and for the design on top, they're like two S's with a circle in between. So I mixed and matched the colors to match the theme. Filled in the YouTube little button, and now I'm going to draw in another leaf. For this leaf, I just draw in a straight line, a curve, and then do curved edges all around, following that kind of triangle shape. A red leaf. They are my favorite color leaf. Now for my 2 lines a day, this was inspired by My Life in a Bullet. I'm drawing an owl because when I was searching for fall doodles, an owl popped up, so I decided to add it in. And some more leaves, many kinds of leaves, just to fill in the little space and add some more deco. I really like this leaf actually, the one above too. Nice. Okay, so now I'm just going to write in 2 lines a day, and then I'm gonna color them in. Colored in my little owl as well. Over the face a little bit more to define it even more. And now for upside down, I'm just going to trace out the days, 2 lines a day, so I left 2 spaces for each day. First I went in with orange, and then I went in with yellow. I actually had a little mistake here listing the days. I had one missing, but I fixed it, thank God. 7 through, here was the mistake, yep, 16. And on the other page, 17 through 26. And I actually used gray, which I didn't use before in this thread, but I think it goes well with it, so should have used it before. Anyway. Then for the little deco, one page had leaves and the other page had a little chain of acorns. Very simple, cute, and it doesn't take much time. And of course I'm gonna color them in. To be honest, these acorns don't really look like acorns because I gave up at this point. I didn't want to draw them perfectly, so I just coloring them in, of course. And then moving on to the last page. The last page of the 2 lines a day. I'm fixing in the mistake, so I'm gonna add another day. And then I'm going to erase that little leaf at the bottom, not the big one, the one above it. I drew in a broomstick on the side because it popped up when I was searching on the internet, so I decided to do it. Please don't stick to your pencil marks because I can't draw right on top of them. I feel like I have to change them, or maybe because I want to do it quickly. I don't know. Again, another red leaf because they are my favorites. And actually we finished the monthly setup, and now we're gonna move on to the weeklies. The weeklies are the same thing, they're just place where you put the date number is changed. One will be an acorn, one will be a leaf. So I will stop talking and you guys will see the header and the leaves and acorns. Okay, now for the final flip through. This is how the month turned out. I really like it actually. The weeklies, hello, are really simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.